Hello friends, today we will study modals, modal auxiliaries or modal auxiliary verbs. Let's see what modal auxiliary verbs are. Modals. Modals are auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. They are what? They are helping verbs used with main verbs. So they are helping verbs used with main verbs to express ideas such as ability, possibility, permission, obligation, etc. And what are they used for? Well, they are used to express ideas like ability, possibility, permission, obligation, and a number of other things that we'll see shortly. Examples. Look at these examples. We can speak in English. Now, speak is the main verb here. Can is modal auxiliary or modal helping verb. It is helping speak, the main verb. And it is expressing the idea of ability. In the second example, it might rain in the evening. Might is the modal auxiliary and it is helping the main verb rain, and it is expressing the idea of possibility. May I go to watch a movie? Now, go is the main verb, may is helping it. May I go to watch a movie? And it is expressing the idea of permission. May is expressing the idea of permission. You must do your duty. Do is the main verb, must is auxiliary, modal auxiliary verb, and it is expressing the idea of obligation. Usage. Let's see how to use modals. Some usage points. A modal does not change according to the number or person of the subject. You know, we say I go, but then we say she goes, he goes, they go, but Rahul goes, like that. So you see, main verbs change form in different tenses, but you know, modal does not change according to the number or person of the subject. We can play, they can play, you can play, she can play, I can play. Well, we is plural, then we have can, and she is singular, still we have can. We don't say she can play. We don't need to say that. Unlike I go to college, he goes to college. So here we are changing. This is simple present tense and we are changing it according to the subjects. Here the subject I will take go, but here this singular subject he will take what? Goes. A modal is always used with a verb in its basic form. It is always used with a verb in its basic form. It does not change its form. The modal takes the tense while the main verb remains in its dictionary form. And modal takes the tense. So I can speak and I could speak. I can speak and I could speak. So this is present and this is past. I may speak, I might speak. So this is present, this is past. We don't say I can spoke. We can't say I may spoke. No. So can would become could, may would become might. Next one. Modals can be used alone in response to a question. For example, can you speak? Yeah, I can. Will you speak? Yes, I will. So we can use modals in short answers. Next, modals when joined with not to form a negative can be contracted. Now we can use them we can make them into contracted forms too. I cannot sing, I can't sing. Cannot can become can't. I will not sing, it will become I won't sing. Shall not will become shan't. Might not will become mightn't, like that. Let's look at the modal auxiliaries individually. Where to use them, how to use them. Shall is the first one of them. Used with first person to give information about future actions. First person, I and we. We use shall with I and we to give information about future actions. We use shall with I and we to give information about future actions. I shall finish this topic tomorrow. I shall do it tomorrow. I shall meet my friends tomorrow, like that. Used with second and third person to express command, threat, determination and promise. Now it is also used with second and third person to express command, threat, determination and promise. Let's look at the examples and we'll know it. You shall leave the class at once. The teacher is annoyed with the student and the teacher is saying, you shall leave the class at once. So the teacher is shouting at the student and commanding him to get out of the class. So you shall here is being used to express the idea of command. She shall study regularly and succeed. And here shall, is expressing the idea of determination. She is determined to study and succeed. If you make a noise, you shall be punished. Threat. Shall is being used here to express the idea of threat. Here a promise is being made by the use of shall. He shall get a prize. Third use. In interrogative sentences, shall is used with first person to indicate offer or suggestion, and with the third person to know the desire of the person spoken to. So let's do it again. In interrogative sentences, shall is used with first person to indicate offer or suggestion, as we'll see in the examples shortly, and with the third person to know the desire of the person spoken to. Now, the first one, shall I make a cup of coffee for you? You're offering. You're making an offer. You're saying, shall I make a cup of coffee for you? Shall I bring a chair for you? Shall I help you? Like that. Next one, which book shall I buy? Asking to suggest. Which institute shall I join? Who shall I meet? Asking to suggest. Shall the florist send flowers to your friend? Do you want it so? Here, the speaker wants to know the desire of the other person. So, shall the florist send flowers to your friend? Do you want the florist to send flowers to your friend? That's what it means. Will. The next auxiliary is will. Used with second and third person to give information about future actions. He will finish this topic tomorrow. She will come here tomorrow. She'll meet her friends tomorrow. Note the force of shall and will in these examples. The college will remain closed. It's possible that the college will remain closed. Look at the second one. The college shall remain closed. And if you use shall here, it means it is promised or it is ordered or the college has issued a notice regarding it. The college shall remain closed. I shall not help you. Now, I don't intend to help you. That's what it means. I shall not help you means I don't intend to help you. I don't want to help you. But I will not help you is, going to mean I'm determined not to help you. In modern English, there is a tendency to use will in all persons to indicate future tense, request, promise, determination, habit, and characteristics. That's what's happening. Shall is increasingly becoming obsolete or old-fashioned in most uses. So we'll use will to show future tense. My friend will come tomorrow. We'll use will to express request. Will you have coffee? To express promise, I will take care of your brother. To show determination, they will fight to the finish. They will fight to the finish. To show habit, she will be talking all the time with no work. She will be talking all the time with no work. To show habit. To show characteristics, this machine will work very well and will not give any trouble. The next auxiliary is should. Past tense of shall in indirect speech. I said that I should succeed. Now we rather use I said that I would succeed in modern English. Should is kind of old-fashioned, it's obsolete. To express duty, we should obey our parents. The third use is to express conditions. Should this happen, I will resign. Should here means if this happens. Should this happen, I will resign. Should you have a problem, please meet me. Should you have a problem, please meet me. Should you have a problem there means if you have a problem. So to express conditions, we use should. Should like to is formal version of want to. I should like to inform you about my inability to come. I should like to have a cup of tea. That means I want to have a cup of tea. It's formal version of want to and it's obsolete again. It's old-fashioned. We don't use it like this now. For advice, you should not tell a lie. The next modal auxiliary is would. First use. Used to indicate past tense of will. Past tense of will. For example, he said that he would be back soon. To express wish or desire. I would like to ask you something. I would like to meet your friends. For requests, would you please shut the door? To show past habits. In the past, he would go for long walks. When I was a child, I would trouble people a lot. To express preference with rather. For example, I would rather die than beg. I would rather go out than stay here. I would rather have a cup of tea than coffee. To express determination. I would carry out your orders at all costs. I would serve you, boss. Like that. Next usage. Next modal auxiliary is must. It is used to express obligation or compulsion. You must be back by 9 p.m. Don't get later than that. You must not do it. You must come on time. Obligation, compulsion. To express a strong possibility is the second use. There must be some mistake somewhere. There must be some problem somewhere. Next one, can. To seek or grant permission. Can I go out? You can go now. Well, it's informal. The formal one is, may I go out? Yes, you may go out. For possibility, accidents can happen anytime. It's a theoretical possibility. It's not specific possibility. Theoretical possibility. Accidents can happen anytime. To show ability, he can speak English. He can lift up this box. Could. Used to indicate past tense of can. He said that he could solve the problem. To show possibility, this problem could be solved. This problem could be solved. For permission, could I use your cell phone? You could come to my office anytime. Could I use your loo? Could I use your bathroom? Could I get a few minutes from you? To express polite requests. Could you wait for a minute? Could you spare me 5 minutes? Like that. For conditional possibility, if I had the money, I could buy a new house. If I had the money, I could buy a new house. For conditional possibility. Now there is a condition. May is the next one, next modal auxiliary. For permission, may I come in? May I do it? May I go out? To show possibility, the road may be blocked today due to the procession. Now you see, can also shows possibility, but that's theoretical possibility. And this is a specific possibility. The road may be blocked. Why? Because of the procession. To show purpose, we eat so that we may live. We eat so that we may live. To express formal wish, may God bless you, may his soul rest in peace. May you live long. Might. Used to indicate past tense of may. He said that he might come. Said is past tense, so we are using might, not may. To show possibility, it might rain. Well, it shows less possibility than may. To show purpose, he worked hard so that he might win. To show purpose in the past, he worked hard so that he might win. I'm working hard so that I may win. I'm making these videos so that you may learn. I made some videos in the past also so that you might learn. Ought to express moral obligation, duty or desirability. You ought to respect your elders. It's same as should. Used to do. Used to do means accustomed to or habitual to. It expresses routine or pattern or habit. She's quite used to hard work. You will soon get used to it. I'm used to teaching for 5 hours every day. So used to means accustomed to, habitual to. The next one, it expresses a discontinued habit or a past situation which contrasts with the present, something that you used to do in the past. So she used to drink milk, now she drinks tea. I used to go there. We used to meet at a restaurant. Dare. First usage, don't you dare. It is used to tell somebody strongly not to do something. Don't you dare. Example, I'll tell her about it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare say anything to anybody. You got that? How dare you is the second use. How dare you, etc. Used to show that you are angry about something that somebody has done. How dare you talk to me like that? How dare you enter my room? How dare you send me a message? How dare she imply that I was lying? Dare. Dare as a modal auxiliary as well as a main verb. Dare as a modal auxiliary as well as a main verb. Look at this. How dare you do it is here dare is being used as a modal auxiliary. But look at this one. How do you dare to do it? Here dare is being used as a main verb because do is the helping verb. It's simple present tense. Need. Need as a main verb as well as a modal auxiliary. Look at these examples. She need go there as a modal auxiliary. She need go there. And she needs to go there as a main verb. It is simple present tense, and so we are adding s to this need because the subject is singular. She needs to go there. She need not go there as a modal auxiliary. She does not need to go there as a main verb. It's a tense. It's negative of simple present tense. Need she go there as a modal auxiliary? Need she go there? Well, does she need to go there is the tense, simple present tense, interrogative sentence. Let's do some practice. So you have to choose the right modal auxiliary. Jonathan has not yet come. He may have met with an accident. What should there be? He may have met with an accident is the right one because may is used for possibility. Should is used for advice and duty usually. There is little hope of his recovery. He can pass away anytime. Well, can is used for theoretical possibility and may is used for specific possibility, and we have a specific possibility here. There is little hope of his recovery. There is a specific case, so he may pass away any time. You should not or you need not send him money. He already has lots of that. Well, he already has lots of money, so there is absence of necessity. So we'll say you need not. There is no need. Why? Because he already has. Carissa is determined. She shall succeed in her endeavors. Well, in modern English, will is also fine, and traditionally, shall is the right one. We would rather die than surrender to the enemy. Well, we say we would rather. It's not we could rather. Would rather. They pair with each other. Could. Shall you please help me with this project? Well, shall you please help me with this project is wrong. We say could you please help me with this project. We use could to make polite request. She's frail. She's weak. She cannot or may not lift up this box. Well, she's weak, so she's unable to do that. And so we'll use cannot, not may not. There are no clouds in the sky at the moment. It may or might still pour down. It may or might still rain. It's rainy season after all. Well, there are no clouds, but it might still rain because it's rainy season after all. You see, we're using might because might is used for less possibility than may. And we have less possibility. Why? Because there are no clouds in the sky. This is an awesome book. This is an awesome book. You must read it. Well, you must read it. It is an awesome book. I strongly recommend it. So we use must for a strong recommendation. Well, shall I bring a chair for you, sir? Well, in order to make an offer, what do we use? Shall. Shall I bring a chair for you, sir? Shall I make you a cup of coffee, sir? You should not or you shall not murder is the 6th commandment. Well, we use shall to command. someone to do something, not should. You shall not murder. You shall not talk in my class. You got that? Like that. He has come here so that he can or may get to see you. Well, purpose. He has come here. Why has he come here? So that he may. We use may in the present and might in the past for expressing the idea of purpose. Should you or would you have any problem? Feel free to call means should you have any problem? Well, if you have any problem. Should means if. Would cannot mean if. Should is used to express a conditional. Should is used to mean a condition. I'm resolute. I'm determined. I shall or will achieve my targets. Well, I will. With first person, will. And in modern English, we use will anyway in most places. You shall not or you need not get up from this place now. Got it? Well, it is a command, a strict command. You shall not get up from this place now. Like that. That's it. Thank you.